Hey, it's Alexis, and in today's video, I'm going to reorganize my bookshelves. If you've been watching this channel before, you probably remember when I first moved, I had all of these bookshelves full of TBR books, all 3 of them. Within this past year, I've done a massive unhaul, and I now have that whole shelf completely empty, no books on it. This middle shelf, just books I've read, and this is my TBR. I think now that I have an entire empty shelf, it's time to reorganize a little bit. So I'm going to take the books I've read and try to make them aesthetically pleasing, I guess, on those 2 shelves. I don't have a lot of ideas of how this is going to go, but I think I want to at least dedicate a couple shelves to my favorite authors, and we'll see what else we get up to. I'm going to turn on a YouTube video to help with a little bit of inspiration and just background noise while I do it. Then we're going to organize the books into different piles on the floor of how I think I want them arranged, and then see what we can come up with on the shelves. So let's do this. Okay, now they're all off the shelf, so let's sit down and organize them into piles. Okay, so I didn't like this book as much as everybody else did, and I have 2 copies of it. Do I even need it at all? Because I don't know what to do with it. Like, I don't know how to display this. Like, this one's really cool. It's got the author's, like, actual annotations in it, but I didn't love it. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do. This is going to the side for right now. Then I'll decide later. So right now, I don't know if you guys can tell what I'm doing, but right now I'm just organizing things into different piles. So right here is all my Allie Hazelwood. This is memoirs. I'm gonna have an Emily Henry stack when I get to her books. This is like fantasy. These are books I kind of want to display the covers of if I can. We have my mysteries, romance, general fiction, Lynn Painter, and then like my graphic novels and manga. So that's what I got right now. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is what I have. I don't have enough books for that top shelf, and I don't even know if I like this. So I'm gonna take a few minutes, look over this, and then decide if I like it or if I'm gonna redo it, and then we'll do a bookshelf tour. Okay, let's do the tour. If you watched my previous reorganizing shelf, I went over everything that is on the top. None of it's changed, so if you've seen that video, you already know what's up here, but I'm going to quickly go back through it. So the brown bear is named Brownie. He was the first gift my husband gave me when we were dating 13 years ago. Next to him is Blueberry, which is made out of a t-shirt that was my dad's. And this pillow is a t-shirt that was my great-grandmother's. Then a fake plant, this lunchbox. Very funny story behind it. My dad thought that I would like it, and so he bought it for me for Christmas, even though I was 20 years old. And that was like the last Christmas present I got from my dad, so that's why I keep that. But it was a funny story because he was so proud of himself. He's like, yes, I picked out the best gift for her. And it's a metal lunchbox. Like, I'm not in kindergarten anymore, but it was just funny. Olaf Funko Pop. That is a grilled cheese, what is it called? A squishmallow? Grilled cheese squishmallow. I think the name on the tag was Lil Gouda, so that's funny. An Olaf stuffed animal, another fake plant. That's an Olaf Build-A-Bear, but it doesn't sing anymore, which is sad. Then that's just a Build-A-Bear that is called Princess because it's got the Disney princess crowns on it. And I put it in a bell dress because she's my favorite. Then I have an Olaf Squishmallow up there, I guess, and a Stitch Squishmallow. So the shelf was empty because I don't have enough books to put up here. So I have this fake Beauty and the Beast book, a fake plant, and a stuffed tomato because I love tomatoes. So down here, we have the Caraval series, this little book, dog sitting on a stack of books decoration. Then we have some fantasy books. So we have Lost in a Book, Mirror, Mirror, What Once Was Mine, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, Part of Your World, As Old as Time, So This Is Love, Reflection, Fairest of All, and The Beast Within. So I didn't like this book that much, but it is part of the Disney Twisted Tale series, and I want to keep all of those, so I'm keeping it. The next shelf, we have The Reappearance of Rachel Price, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, If We Were Villains, The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, Time Bomb, Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, Yellowface, which I really enjoyed, The Rewind, Long Shot, Butcher and Blackbird, In 5 Years, 7 Days in June, The Last Chance Road Trip, Every Time I Go on Vacation Someone Dies. Then this is Lessons in Chemistry, but it has the blue sprayed edges, so I wanted to show those. And then we have the special edition of Archer's Voice and just the regular edition. I'm still trying to decide if I should get rid of these or not since I didn't like the book that much. Then we come down another shelf, and we have my Evelyn Hugo print. Then we have just the hardcover sitting on top of the special edition. Malibu Rising, Daisy Jones and the Six, After I Do, and Atmosphere. So this is my Taylor Jenkins Reid shelf. Then I have my Jennifer Lynn Barnes shelf. So we have the Inheritance Game series and the Natural series. So there's this space here because the second book in this spin-off series came out the end of July and I still need to read it, so it's going to go right there when I'm done. Then on the bottom, these are my Allie Hazelwood books. So we have The Love Hypothesis, Check and Mate, Loath to Love You, Bride, Not in Love, Love on the Brain, Love Theoretically, and Deepened. These two books and this book I didn't like, so I'm trying to decide if I should unhaul them or not. Like, I kind of want to keep all of her books, even the ones I didn't like, but that might be stupid, so let me know your thoughts. Then we move over just a little bit, and we have Thank You for Listening, Same Time Next Summer, Nora Goes Off Script, Anxious People, The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery, and then I also found this other cover of it at Half Price Books, so I bought it. And then we have sprayed edge version of To Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And then I have the hardcover. All right, let's go to the next shelf. Up here we have this little bottle of sand and shells that came from St. Thomas when I went there. That was a fun vacation. But then we have my memoirs up there. So we have The Office BFFs, If You Would Have Told Me, Friends, Lovers, and The Big Terrible Thing, I'm Glad My Mom Died, Happy People Are Annoying, When Breath Becomes Air, Educated, The Pregnancy Project, Tuesdays with Maury, Part of My World. And then I have my little Ariel figurine, because if you don't know, Jodie Benson is the voice of Ariel in The Little Mermaid. So then you come down here, and we have The Wishing Game, Love in Other Words. I honestly was not a huge fan of this book either, but I love the cover. That's why I'm keeping it. Again, probably dumb. This Time Next Year, The Love of My Afterlife. Again, this was another one I didn't like that much. The Bodyguard, Picking Daisies on Sundays, Kisses and Croissants. And this one is set in France. Actually has the Eiffel Tower and a moped on the front of it. So I had this little moped decoration, this Eiffel Tower decoration, and this coffee and croissant. So I thought that looked kind of cute. Then we have Under the Whispering Door. The House in the Cerulean Sea, She's Up to No Good, In a Holidays, The Holiday Swap, and It's a Date Again. This is my Lucy Score shelf, but it's just the Knock 'Em Out series, basically, because it's all I've read by her. So I have this little cactus, this little motel, and this little camper set, and then the Knock 'Em Out series there. I still have yet to read the third one, but I wanted to display the special edition with the other ones, so that's why there's a space there. Next up, we have all my Lynn Painter books. So we have Nothing Like the Movies, Better Than the Movies with a special edition, Betting on You, special edition, The Do-Over. I have 2 copies of that, plus a special edition, so 3. Mr. Long Number, Happily Never After, The Love Wager, 2 copies of Accidentally Amy, because this is the traditionally published and this is the independently published. And then I have a special edition of The Wish Switch. And then I have Never Too Old for Fairy Tales and Happily Ever After by Melissa John. And I just love these covers so much. So they're right there. Then I also have this little countdown. It counts down to my birthday, Christmas, and vacation, I think. Then there's this little bear statue thing I got from Goodwill. So this next shelf, I don't know if I actually like it, but it's what I have for right now. So we have my Heartstopper series. Then we have Mirrorverse, and the first 2 in the Spy Family series. Then we have the little date block thing. And then we have the fine print special edition, like so pretty. But then we have the fine print terms and conditions final offer and Love Redesigned, all by Lauren Asher. Then we have My Roommate's a Vampire, The No Show, A 5-Letter Word for Love, You Deserve Each Other, Love Light Farms, and Finding Mr. Right. And my little Groot with heart hands. But let me know how you guys would have organized this shelf, because I don't think I like it, but I kind of wanted to display the Heartstopper series, but then I had nothing that really matched the aesthetic to go along with it. So let me know. And then on the bottom shelf, I have Emily Henry books. So we have Great Big Beautiful Life, Funny Story, Happy Place, Book Lovers, People We Meet on Vacation, and Beach Read, and then the special edition of Beach Read. Then we have my Abby Jimenez. So we have Part of Your World, Yours Truly, and Just for the Summer. And then this is Say You'll Remember Me, but it's the Target exclusive cover. And then we have my Rachel and Solomon's. We have Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, The X Talk, and Weather Girl. And I just love this cover. And then quickly, I will scan over this TBR shelf, but I think I'm going to do a separate video now that I did a huge unhaul. But up here, we have this. So if you've seen any of my Uncharted Chapters videos, you know I have a vending machine, but the paper kept getting stuck in there. So I decided to handwrite all of them in different colors and put them in this. And I feel like this will just be easier to pick. So that's what that is. Then this shelf was empty, so I decided this is going to be my monthly TBR shelf, or books that I have started and never finished. You know, like these 2. I started 2 months ago, never finished them. So then this rest of this shelf is just in alphabetical order of TBR books. So I actually have the audiobook of this right now on Libby, so I'll probably get to this one soon. And then here's the cart. Same thing over here, just TBR books. I'm so scared of this one, but also so intrigued at the same time. It's just so long. And I actually have the audiobooks on Libby for these 2 as well, so I might get to read these soon too. So that's how I ended up reorganizing my shelves. Let me know if you guys liked it or what you would change about it, because I'm still kind of iffy on if I like it or not. I'm not sure. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.